Welcome back to GM Mode here on Wwe 2K24. If you missed the last episode, we had a good run of events and a good run of shows. The problem is, as we head into this now third month, show 11 of 25, we have a problem. Our main guys are hurt. Big E and Cody Rhodes are out, and we got power up carded in terms of not being able to use Tommaso Ciampa this week. So we're kind of stuck running this show with the only available wrestlers that we have. We can make it work. TV title match, Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre. McIntyre wins. He is the new TV champion. That's going to get 3.5 stars. Fallon Henley is going to be wrestling Rhea Ripley because we got rid of Candice LeRae and couldn't get rid of Rhea, so we're going to have to run that women's feud right there. Shinsuke Nakamura, Damian Priest, I screwed up. I forgot Shinsuke was promised a title match, and I didn't give it to him. Anyways, our main event feud is Veer versus Sheamus. Don't ask questions. Yes, Veer is our world champion, but I screwed up, and I didn't give Shinsuke the title match. And now Shinsuke's morale is going to be down. I mean, we are all just messed up. Now, like, this SmackDown card is horrible. It's not like our competitors are running the best wrestling product weekly. It's just that, again, I wish that we could be better. The unfortunate part is we're not really doing that. I think just with the talent that we have right now, Cody's out a couple weeks. That's only going to, lower his popularity, and he was our first round pick. We don't have Big E right now, who's one half the tag champs. We might have to use that power-up card I've been hinting at for a while, and you might have seen it in the thumbnail and the title. We might have to use that power-up card this week and just steal somebody. I don't know who it's going to be. I've been trying to get Seth Rollins, but again, you cannot steal another brand's champion, and Rollins is just stuck with the tag team championships over on SmackDown, and they really don't defend them. And he's in a feud with Dominic Mysterio for the world championship. Yes, Dominic Mysterio is their WWE champion, but we're going to have to figure out some way, somehow. Right now, we can't get Seth. I might have to settle for somebody else. Our show, we're going to gain 35,000 fans. Let's see what SmackDown does, 38. Raw does 45. So Monday Night Raw is killing us right now. William Regal's doing a very good job. Let's go to Reno, Nevada for our next show here. That ad campaign that we've been running, it hasn't worked. We've lost 5,000 fans. Not going to try that again. And folks, if you haven't yet, though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for some more GM mode here on the channel. Yeah, there you go. Shinsuke, not happy with the decision I made to not give him the title shot. That's completely on me. I just completely forgot about it. I was going to throw him in a triple threat match with Drew and Sami for the TV title. And it's not like I could just insert Shinsuke into a title match right now. It's just because we don't have enough bodies to work this week. Drew McIntyre's at 100 popularity. I mean, he's at his peak right now. And again, the guy's a really good heel, and he should be at that. We just don't have a lot of guys to run right now. I mean, Veer's at 3 stamina, and he's our world champion. You can't get that guy hurt, right? He's got 90 popularity. So we're going to book Veer in a promo segment this week. And, that's the only match we can have off. That's the only rivalry we can afford to not run this week because, again, Cody's out, Big E's out, and we don't have all that much money. I think we can maybe afford to do Rhea in a promo, but I don't even know about that. Again, we're just trying to save some guys' stamina. I mean, Grayson Waller can obviously work right now. He's got 60 stamina, but everyone else, man, like Drew, 28, I don't have a choice. I got to book McIntyre in the main event against Sami Zayn for the TV championship because we have to fill up spots because Veer can't work this week. So that gets rid of Veer and Sheamus because they both have the promo segment this week. So got to figure it out. Tommaso Ciampa versus Grayson Waller, is going to have to be a feud. I mean, they're already kind of feuding for the tag titles, so we're going to do that. And then, Rhea versus Fallon. I think we're going to have to remove that promo segment. Yeah, we're going to have to because we have to fill 2 more matches. So Rhea and Fallon is going to be one, and the other one, Shinsuke and Damian Priest, we're going to have to run 2 heels. Now, I would like to turn one of them face, preferably Shinsuke Nakamura. But to do that, you have to run a promo segment, and if you run a promo segment, you can't have them wrestle that week. So, again, we have to fill out a card, so we have to do heel versus heel. It's the only option. We're going to eat up 2 promo spots by Veer and Sheamus' rivalry, but other than that, man, this is the card. I mean, obviously, Drew and Sami should do very well, but again, everyone's stamina is incredibly low. We're trying to run a low-cost show. I don't know how effective that's going to be. Our first match between Shinsuke and Damian Priest will get us 1.5 stars. Veer promo, actually not bad. Rhea versus Fallon is going to be won by Fallon. okay, she's going to get 1.5 stars for her performance. Tommaso Ciampa versus Grayson Waller will go to Tommaso Ciampa, who sneakily is, doing well with his popularity. It's going to get 3 stars. Then we've got McIntyre and Zayn in the main event, and it will be, and still, Drew McIntyre wins. That is 4.5 stars, but he's hurt. Oh, man. I don't know what to say. Uncle Howdy versus Logan Paul is the IC title feud over on SmackDown. They are giving jobber Christina Fury promo time. But yeah, we're cooked. We're cooked. I believe Big E comes back next week, but we just traded Big E for Drew McIntyre. And I'm taking Drew McIntyre. I'm sorry, the guy's got 100 popularity. Oh man, that's bad. That's really bad. SmackDown's running a tag team title match for the women's in their main event. Tiffany Stratton and Alexa Bliss are going to win. Oh man, though, I mean, I think we gotta steal someone at this point now. We just don't have any bodies. So I think honestly what we're gonna do, you see this main event right here between Finn and Ilya Dragunov. Keep an eye on that because I think we're probably gonna have to take whoever isn't the champion on Raw. Whether it be Finn, whether it be Finn or Dragunov, we're gonna have to take one of these guys because again, we just do not have enough bodies to work on this roster. Because we're not gonna get Seth Rollins. Let's just think about that. Because SmackDown never books the tag team championships in a match, so Seth is just kind of stuck on that roster and we can't steal him. But I think it will have to be Finn Balor. Dragunov wins the championship. Finn is not, low on stamina. I don't believe. We gained 35,000 fans. SmackDown gains 45 and Raw gains 42. So we do get a power-up card, which is going to be a spa thing. I believe it just gets stamina back. So we might try that in a second. Sami Zayn wants to renew the contract. I mean, I'm trying to lowball him. We're going to get it. Triple H. Okay, I mean, yeah, Priest Nakamura. I don't have any options. I have to run that. Grayson Waller wants more money. He wants a bonus. I mean, what do you want me to do? I'm gonna say I'd love to, but I just don't have the money. We don't. We can't give him 100K. He's gonna stay. And then Tommaso Ciampa just wants to have a Oh God, I shouldn't have done that. I clicked the wrong button. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't see the bonus, and we accidentally just gave Tommaso Ciampa $50,000 for no reason. I mean, hopefully that gives us, maybe some leverage in his next contract negotiation, hopefully, right? So for this health spa thing that we got, we're giving it to Veer, obviously, because it's just going to give him stamina back. We cannot have the world champion hurt, so we're going to give him stamina, and that should hopefully allow us to run Veer for the go-home show and then the pay-per-view itself, which is going to be Fastlane. So I'm cool with that. I'm fine with giving him that. And then we're just going to throw all of our negative effects onto Teddy Long and SmackDown because, again, SmackDown has targeted us in the past. We are going to target them. I don't care. We are going to go after SmackDown as much as physically possible. Not even going after Raw. So this cheat code thing, I'm keeping an eye on it. Currently, again, I think the leading candidate is going to be Finn Balor. Should I take him right now, though, at 21 stamina? I might wait, because what if Dragunov gets the belt, right? Or do we just take him right now at 21 stamina? I'm going to wait. Yeah, I'm going to wait. Because if Dragunov drops the belt, then maybe we can get Dragunov, and maybe Dragunov has better stamina. I'm just thinking about it because, again, if we get Finn and we instantly throw him into a match, the way this has been going, he might get hurt in his first match, right? So Ciampa and Waller are the two guys who, are fine in terms of stamina, so they can definitely run matches. I want to revisit this, though. With Big E back in the fold, we can run the tag team championship feud, which is Tommaso and Big E versus Nakamura and Grayson Waller. That's something I think we should go to, right? Sheamus' contract expiring soon. We probably have to get him back, obviously, because again, Fella is challenging for the World Championship against Veer, presumably next week and the week after. So I think I hope we have enough bodies this week if we're running that tag team match. I just don't know if we do, though. I mean, you're gonna have a lot of guys out of place here. So Sami Zayn, go wrestle random, right? I mean, we have 3 guys that can work right now: Zayn, Priest, and Sheamus, and we have 2 matches. So we're gonna have to sign somebody here. We have 47,000. I hate to do this, but what we're likely going to have to do here, we're going to have to sign someone to a 1-week contract, just bring him in and send him away. I mean, it sucks, but this is kind of what we have to do because we have to fill out a card. And it's, not an effective use of money because you have to pay guys more for just 1 week rather if you, get them for 4, 5, 6 or more, but we have no other option. And we're going to do the cheat code thing with Finn Balor because, again, we need wrestlers. The problem is, we don't get him this week, though. I thought we were going to get Finn right away. No, it takes a week. So we don't get Balor, and we're kind of stuck with unfortunately having to just go sign somebody, because again, you can't have an empty match spot. I know we could break up the tag team match, but I want to keep that going because, again, the other shows have had a lot of success working their tag team belts, so I'm going to implement those for us. The lowest level, there is no male superstar that we can take, so let's go on to renowned superstars. Okay, we can take a heel. Face doesn't really matter. I'm going to take Bronson Reed just because he's a little bit cheaper than Braun Breaker. We only need him for 1 week. I can't even afford to sign him for 2 weeks. That's how broke we are. I tried. I mean, I'm not taking JD McDonough. Let's take Bronson Reed and add him to the roster. So 1 week, he's going to wrestle Fella. Hopefully Fella beats him, because if he doesn't, well, I mean, what happens then? Because if Sheamus loses and then Bronson Reed just goes away from television, oh, that's going to be a hard story to tell. So this is going to be our card. We don't have any other available wrestlers to run promos for, so we have a 4-match card. Let's open it up with Rhea and Fallon, and Rhea wins. That's fine. It doesn't really matter. It's mediocre still, though, so 2 stars. Sami Zayn versus Damian Priest in a thrown together match. Priest wins, and he's hurt. Oh my God. I mean, everyone's just getting injured, which again, when guys get injured, their popularity goes down. So honestly, I know even like with the name Cody Rhodes and all, as the tag team champions retain their belts, even though Cody Rhodes has got the Cody Rhodes name and he was our first round pick, we might have to drop Cody Rhodes because we are already paying him so much money. We can save elsewhere, which is really unfortunate, but Cody's going to come back with like 40 popularity when he comes back in what, 2 weeks? I mean, SmackDown show is horrible too. Like, what are they doing? I don't know, but at least they have bodies, which is probably a strategy I should be taking. I should be just getting these random bums like Jive Owens and throwing them on our show, because at least you have bodies to work. Right now, we are just struggling to fill out anything, while SmackDown fills out a full 4-card show plus all 3 promo spots. But they are running Indy Hartwell and Tiffany Stratton in the main event. So there is something. Raw, again, though, is filling out their show as well. They've got a woman named Sassy Molassie. I did not make that up. That's a wrestler on their show. But again, Candice and Natalya are winning a 2-star match from the tag team division. 3 out of 4 matches are women's matches. Valhalla, Sarah Logan's wrestling, and she got a 1.5-star match. You know, Trick Williams is running a promo. Luke Gallows versus Joe Coffey's a real feud that Raw is running. So I feel like this show's horrible. For as bad as ours is, at least we're giving you somewhat quality wrestling. What is this? I mean, okay, Charlotte, Io Sky, I don't care. The rest of the show, horrible, right? Okay, on paper, our show wasn't great, but everyone else's show is really bad too. So we gained 39,000 fans. SmackDown only gains 29. Raw gains 41. So we didn't do too bad this week. We really did not do too bad. We get a power-up card, which is going to basically be a free extension for a contract. But I think it might only be for a week, or I'm not sure. We'll see. I think it's actually for 5 weeks. So here, it's going to pop up right now with Sheamus. He needs his contract extension. We're just going to be like, hey, we have this card. We're going to use it. Fine, we'll take it. So Sheamus stays on the team. Finn Balor is here now. Tommaso Ciampa wants the main event here, or just wants to make an appearance in Milwaukee. That's fine with me. You have to make an appearance anyway. We don't have any other spots, so Tommaso Ciampa has to work this show. I don't care. He'll work it against his new rival in Grayson Waller, which is fine. So Cody's still out. He's got 57 popularity. You remember Drew McIntyre at one point had 100. Well, he's fallen off. Your main event for the World Championship, a week after his week off in the spa, you've got Veer taking on Sheamus for the world title. Of course, we're going to have that Tommaso Ciampa match against Grayson Waller, and then Fallon and Rhea, and then in the opener, we actually do have available bodies right now. We just have to figure out who has the most stamina. Finn's got 33, Big E's got 24, Shinsuke's got 26, and Sami Zayn has 21. So, you know, it really doesn't matter. I mean, you like to get Finn probably this match because he does have the most stamina, but all those other guys, it's random. But you know what? I went out there and just booked Big E versus Shinsuke. Because, though, let's be honest, it does work in terms of, you know, those guys mesh well together. So that's why we're running it, not because we're trying to save these guys stamina. Because we can also do this, we can have Finn call out Sammy, and Sammy can call out Drew, who's injured. So just try and take advantage of as many promo spots as we can fill. We're going to sign up for an email campaign to try to get people out to the show here this week in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which is fine by me. So let's go on to sim this show. Yeah, we're not going to complete the Triple H goal. I would switch this, but I just don't think it's necessary. I think we have enough. We can do enough damage with those promos, so it's fine. It is how it is. Let's do it. Your main event is Veer and Sheamus, of course, for the ECW Championship, but opening it off with Big E versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Hopefully, just don't get injured, anyone. Okay, 3 stars for Shinsuke, no rivalry attached, but it's fine. Next up, you've got Fallon versus Rhea Ripley in this long-running rivalry that's actually doing pretty well now, as it seems. 4.5 stars will take it. Sammy calls out Drew, who's injured. Tommaso at home takes on Grayson Waller, and of course, pure WWE fashion, Tommaso Ciampa loses in his hometown. Main event, Veer, Sheamus should be good. Veer wins. Let's go. Our guy, Veer, is still coming, and no way he's hurt again. Oh my goodness. Well, it's not the first time, or it is the first time he's been hurt, but we lose another guy. And now get this. Our world champion is on the shelf. Our TV champion's on the shelf. Our number 1 pick, Cody Rhodes, is on the shelf. And the former television champion, Damian Priest, is on the shelf as well. We have 4 guys that are out, and not just any 4 guys, probably like the 4 main guys on our show, maybe with the exception of Damian Priest, but still, we are in the absolute slums. Like, this is really bad. I don't know what we are going to do, because next show's the pay-per-view. We have a pay-per-view coming up, and both of our singles champions are hurt, and you can't vacate the championships. So we're out of options. We're completely out of options. I mean, look what Raw's doing. MVP's wrestling Luke Gallows. MVP's like, what, 50 now? I mean, come on, 1.5 stars. Akira Tozawa's cutting promos. This main event's fine. I'll give it to him. Sky and Bayley versus Natalya and Charlotte. Bayley and Io Sky win the match. Not complaining about that. On paper, our show is somehow better. We gained 42,000 fans. SmackDown 38, Raw 36. We did have the best show. The problem is, though, we are so weak going into this pay-per-view. It's insane, and we're falling behind still, even though we gained. Just as a whole, we've fallen behind. And okay, I mean, this is ridiculous. Can't even book Rhea Ripley this week. Thanks, William Regal. I mean, like, we're so far last. Why are you even going after us? We have to extend Fallon. She doesn't want to take the pay cut, but we need to keep her around because we need the match with Rhea. So we're going to keep her around. Tommaso Ciampa, who we gave a $50,000 bonus to, wants $95,000. I don't have the money. He won't even take a pay cut. We just gave him a bonus. So we got scammed by Tommaso Ciampa. Fallon, who was without a job and has all of this shine now because we gave her opportunity, wants more money and won't take a pay cut, so we can't even extend Tommaso Ciampa. So Ciampa is on his final match this week, and if Rhea didn't get rejected by good old William Regal, we could have just let Fallon walk. But no, now we need to extend that feud, so we can't let Fallon go because we need a conclusion to that. So now we're without our top popularity guy now in Tommaso Ciampa, who's got 88 popularity. So Ciampa versus Grayson Waller is the main event. Waller won their last match. We can only hope Waller wins this one to get the rub because he'll be sending Ciampa off of the territory. And the rest of the card, man, I mean, we really just don't have many rivalries. We just don't. We're going to have to run Big E and Shinsuke again because a rivalry did not trigger with the last one. I believe it's because they already have too many rivalry spots filled out. Fallon doesn't have a match anymore. She can't work anybody. So then Finn and Sami Zayn, or let's do Finn and Sheamus. Sami Zayn can work Cody Rhodes, and then we're going to have to go out and sign a woman right now to wrestle Fallon at the pay-per-view. It's going to be the same thing like we did with Bronson Reed, where we have to sign someone for a 1-week deal and just say, hey, go wrestle Fallon. Yeah, right here, though, there is no woman as we search. Oh, my goodness. So we're going to have to go to this search now, lose more money, and we can go out and get Roxanne Perez. I'll take her over Ivy Nile. Roxanne Perez on a 1-appearance deal. She can come out for the pay-per-view and hopefully lose, just like Bronson Reed did, take the pin and lose. And that's what we're going to try to do here. So Fallon, Roxanne Perez is going to open the pay-per-view card. But man, we can make it, no, we can't even make it an Extreme Rules match because we don't have the money. So a tables match to open the card. We will have no promo spots, but I mean, hey, pay-per-views can be all wrestling. Probably what it should be. And this is our card. Oh man, they gave us jobbers because they felt bad for us. We're not even going to use the jobbers though, because why would we? Because they're not going to show up ever again. Yeah, we're going to have $4,000 after this show. We probably, I mean, I'm serious. We might have to get rid of Cody after this just to save money. Like, Cody's going to be a pay cut for us. We just got to rework our finances. Because if Cody's a 58 popularity, what's the point of having him? So Fallon wins. fine. Again, thanks William Regal for that one because couldn't use Rhea Ripley. Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, Cody will win, and Cody might get his popularity up quickly as he is the former world champion. Finn Balor, Sheamus, Finn wins. I mean, whatever, Sheamus is the next title challenger, but Veer's injured. Big E versus Shinsuke Nakamura, Nakamura wins. No problem with that, rivalry's fine. And then Tommaso and Grayson Waller. Waller wins, which is good. It sends Ciampa out the company. It's getting 4 stars, and it's only on level 2. The problem is, again, we're losing it because Ciampa is gone. Uncle Howdy wins the IC Championship for SmackDown. It gets 4 stars in a match with Logan Paul. Dakota Kai is wrestling a jobber, and she wins. Great. Kevin Owens is cutting promos. Good for him. Dominic Mysterio and a jobber named Silence versus Rollins and Josh Briggs, and that tag team championship will not come off of Seth Rollins. Rollins still has it. Christina Fury versus Nikita Lyons. I mean, what are we doing on SmackDown? 2 stars. I mean, is Shawn Michaels booking this? I mean, come on. Main event, Indy Hartwell, Tamina versus Alexa Bliss and Tiffany Stratton. And Tamina and Indy Hartwell are going to win a non-title match for the women's tag titles. Make it make sense. So Ilya Dragunov, who is the world heavyweight champion on Monday Night Raw, is now without his feud with Balor, so they couldn't write that off. Now he's going into a tag team feud and he loses. Akira Tozawa is cutting a promo. Valhalla is wrestling 2 jobbers and she wins, and it gets 1.5 stars like it should deserve. Trick Williams not even on the pay-per-view card wrestling. Instead, they go to Julius Creed and MVP, which, what are we doing? Julius Creed is going to win 2 stars. Joe Coffey versus Doc Gallows in a promo battle, but now Doc Gallows is back, or Luke Gallows is back, and he beats Montez for 2 stars. This card has been dog crap. I mean, what are we doing? Charlotte, Natalya versus Io and Bayley. We just saw this on Raw, and Natalya and Charlotte are going to win. Okay, don't care. Okay, well, on paper, our card is the worst one. We get a good main event, and that's it. And the problem is the guy that lost in the main event is no longer on our show. We're losing fans left and right compared to the other 2. I mean, Triple H wants to do something with training. I don't know. We have to give up Cody Rhodes for a week to do it for $30,000. Fine. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it'll help Cody. Maybe it'll save Cody's roster spot. Let's just be honest. So we'll do it. I can't have him take Balor, though, this week. Fallon, I mean, we just gave you a bunch of money. What does she want? She wants the main event. That's fine. I mean, her and Rhea need to be in the main event because it's our only feud at this point. Brutus Creed wants to leave SmackDown. And honestly, for $49,000, I'll do it. That's fine. Welcome on. So Brutus Creed, welcome to the show. A shakeup. I don't like any of these cards. Select a giant superstar. They set out for 3 shows. Can't do that. We don't have the guys to do that. Hype partners. We don't do tag team matches because we don't have enough guys to run tag team matches. So we have to do this. Cash for cuts. Select a superstar whenever they're used in a match and they gain $15,000, but the other superstars in the match have an increased injury risk. Well, that's just great. I don't know who we have to put it on. I mean, I don't know. Big E is going to take it, but really, I hope he doesn't injure anyone. I don't know, man. We are in the slums going in now to one of the final stretches here of the GM mode here on WWE 2K24. Give a thank you for watching. Make sure that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to leave a like if you want to see the video or episode 4 tomorrow. Thank you all for watching, and Mamba forever.